Let me tell you about NINAS. NINAS is the abbreviation for the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities for Self-Determination. They are doing a great job, which mostly is strategic. Some of this work includes the mobilization, raising awareness, drafting a public journal to continue to raise awareness, and also to pressure all necessary bodies for the program and the agenda of the group, which is collective. They are doing that so well, and so far so good. They seemed to have hit the right nerve this time around. Professor Banji Akintoye, the Atono Oodua, the leader of the Lanomo Oodua, the real body behind Yoruba Nation and Yoruba self-determination campaign. You have read a lot, they have said a lot. Blame Oloye Sunday Igboho for some of their own ignorance reasons or deliberate ignorant reasons for what have you. But we know that Oloye Sunday Igboho is not the leader of Yoruba Nation campaign. Is just one of them. Now, strategically, we have the real leaders. And the identified one, apart from Mr. Maxwell, who happens to be the secretary to NINAS. There has been so much and so many misconceptions here, and there's disagreement whereby NINAS, to me, have managed to say we don't want to be part of those people, even though they are fighting for the same thing. However, they have done so well that it is part of their effort. They are managed to help us now today to report Bokwari, Malamu, and gang to the International Criminal Court on what they are doing. But you see, why they are organizing the 1 million man march in New York to the United Nations headquarters in New York is this. They wanted to bring it to the world attention where they are meeting, not because they don't know right now or before now. The ongoing genocide, ethnic cleansing, and the terrorism of the Fulani herdsmen in Nigeria and terrorists in Nigeria, which has now prompted the indigenous people of the southern Nigeria to demand for the attention of the world, leaders, the United Nations, to send envoy. That's what they are requesting for. Please send envoys to Nigeria, send delegates to Nigeria, send your own peace envoy to the southern Nigeria to protect us from this barbaric, murderous, terrorist regime led by Boko Haram that protects terrorists and hunts down activists. That's the reason why they are in New York. And that's why when we say NINAS now, yes, Yoruba Nation leader is leading them, Professor Banji Akintoye. On the 14th, Onga will start from the 14th of September to the 21st of September, which is about a week long. So if you are in America, if you are in New York, if you're anywhere close by, I don't know America much, you can join them. Where is the, hang on, I think I have, I think that's it. So you can join them on the 14th, where you can be part of the 1 million man march that will actually bring the world attention to indeed what is going on. Another opportunity of that is this, just like some people who have been, so many of us who have been organizing rallies, protests, raising awareness, telling the whole world what Boko Haram is doing, things they're hiding from the rest of the world, which they can't really hide from the rest of the world, but let people make that statement in a big way. That is why this one is so important. The world media will be there. They will interview many of you. You will speak directly, not just through our normal platforms that we have always been using. And this is an advantage for what they are probably trying to hide to continue to tell people all over the world, their friends, that don't mind those who are asking to break away from Nigeria. They are just inconsequential. You can make this consequential if you want to. I think the details is there. If you want this, you can also find it right there online where you can be part of it. Now, this is a big thing for them in Nigeria, especially in As Old Rock. Immediately, the news came that they are organizing a big protest around, because Boko Haram will be there. And there's possibility that many of you are going to be there and you're going to see their delegates when they come in, except if they smuggle him through the back door. So this is be a chance to see him face to face and say to his face, you are a murderer. You know what I mean? All this, the world media will capture. It will be a big drama, especially if the attendance is massive. And when we say Ninas, our brothers and sisters, the Biafrans, right? You are welcome. Everybody, according to them, because Ninas covers the Nigeria indigenous nationalities for self-determination. Biafra is for self-determination, asking for referendum. Ninas and the Yoruba Nation organizers are asking for the United Nations to send peacekeepers to monitor the referendum of the indigenous people out of the current Nigeria. The journey starts somewhere. Some of you have said, that won't work. And I've told you, you have to try everything. Okay? I've heard people that we have to fight them, we have to do this or that. Of course, you have to fight them. But if you have to fight them physically, we'll be counting bodies. That hasn't helped so far. And that's why I said nothing is enough. You don't fight them physically when you know they have every advantage over you. They can declare you wanted. They will declare you wanted. That's if you're lucky enough that they haven't killed you. But there are other means to bring all of this to the attention of the world, that you have rights to want to have your own country, have your own self-determination or self-rule. But the people you are dealing with in Nigeria don't talk. They don't negotiate. They kill. It's just like kill and go. Criminals who believe that they can cover their track because they have a lot of things to share, or let me say a lot of things to give, to cover up whatever crime they are. But you need more strategic means. Look at what the IPOB legal team did in America. There was a time in, I think it was in February this year, when we received the reports of what really made IPOB stronger and formidable. It's not because of your reactions on social media alone. It's not because of your massive presence everywhere offline as well. Not just that. It is simply because some people are doing some kind of job which include lobbying the right people within the right places all over the world to make sure that this the issue of Biafra is being discussed at the highest possible place of every country that matters. And we're told that that didn't come cheap. The IPOB members were able to raise and fund that. They've been funding that for years. Because except you have people who are doing this, excellent PR for you, or soliciting on your behalf, even if they've never seen you, if they've never really stepped their foot on the soil of Biafra. Some people put a lot of work into that. We call it the behind the scene work. From the record, that didn't come cheap. Paying up to $1.5 million to people who make sure that Biafra is placed where it should be, and that is on the world map at the world stage, where people will try to avoid to discuss it, but they can't. It's not just because you are so present on social media, suspecting yourselves, accusing yourselves of this and that, abusing yourselves and all of that, attacking everybody who disagrees with you. Not just that. That's not what makes Biafran struggles thick. There is more. What I'm trying to say is that there There is more than the physical. Physical only complements what other things that goes on behind the scene. Well, let me say, well, things that goes on behind the scene complement the physical, because yeah, without the physical, whatever goes on behind the scene would never as powerful as whatever it should be. And strategically, we have people who knows how to nail a country. And that's why you need everything. You need everyone as well. We may disagree, we may not agree at all times, and the rest of that, but you are dealing with Nigeria. Nigeria, where they've sacrificed a lot, millions of people, just to keep our one, to punish the rest who survived, us. There's nothing too much for them to sacrifice to keep the rest of the world away, while they murder and massacre us in droves, in millions, and they will tell you nothing will happen. We have seen the directorate also coming up on the Yoruba nation struggle. They know that it is more than physical. Look at how they are everywhere, crushing. According to them, they are crushing and crushing people who are trying to break up Nigeria. Yet, what keeps breaking up Nigeria is their own impunity, the corruption, the insecurity, and all of these injustices everywhere are things that are pushing people to the precipice of, we'd rather just be away from all this nonsense to be able to protect and save ourselves. So there's nothing too much for them to waste, including human lives. And that is why they are not taking it, they are not taking it lightly, that despite the fact that they've managed to crush people in Nigeria, according to them, spy on every one of you, watch your movements, who you're talking to, what messages are they sending to you, who is sending you money, and when, how, that stuff, monitoring your movement to make sure that you don't have that capacity to amass enough protection to stage any kind of surprise breakaway. That's bigger than you. It's bigger than whatever we do on social media. And that is why I appreciate those who are pretty much strategically knows how to dismantle a country that is never meant to be a country. Another recent work of the IPOB foot engineers is the recent announcement that America has to ban the sale of weapons to Boko Haram's government because of the report of abuses, human rights abuses, extrajudicial killing in the hands of those who are working for the murderous regime of Boko Haram. That was IPOB. Maybe they didn't tell you. And they have, if you are looking for those who have reported Nigeria under Boko Haram to the world power more in the last 6 years, with evidence, with facts, figure to back all of their allegations and all of that against Boko Haram. Petitions, rather, not even allegations, petitions against him all over the world. You will find the Biafrans have done more. It's not out of hate. It's out of save our souls. We have no weapons to fight these animals. We have no weapons. We have nothing to defeat them. They are already there, killing innocent people, making them disappear. All these records are out there. Go to the International Criminal Court. Go to this same United Nations. They will tell you how much of petitions they receive. And just recently, just about for a few days ago, an American court had to summon the secretary to the government, secretary to the United States government, Secretary Blinken. Why did they have to release those Tucano jet to Nigeria, despite the monumental human rights abuses, especially to the people of Eastern Nigeria, the people of Biafra land? That was IPOB. That is strategic. Strategic in the sense that, yes, they will have the rogue countries that will continue to supply them these dangerous weapons that they will never use to stop the killers who kidnap children, sell them off as slaves, sex slaves most of the time, kill many of them, only to come back and get amnesty, forgiveness, money, rehabilitation, resettlement, and all of that. Yes, there are maybe some rogue nations that will continue to sell weapons to Nigeria. But for those who have the foresight, who can see very well, those who are killing people in the Middle Belt, as we speak, those who are murdering people in Jaws, in the name of religion and the rest of that, they have the backing of those who are supposed to protect those they are killing. It is so obvious that when you get to Jaws today, they will tell you they know those who are doing the killings, but they are pleading, they are begging them to stop. They are begging their leaders to stop. Who are those giving them the weapons? Who are those protecting them? Who are those who stop the military or the police from at least arresting the situation? Who are those who stop them from arresting those criminals who are perpetrating the murder right now? Of course, there are those in government. The weapons they are giving to them are the weapons they buy with Nigeria money, or the ones they bought with your ransom money, coordinated by the same people in that same government that should protect you. So they coordinated the killing. It is a coordinated killing. They are all coordinated killings everywhere. How do you fight that? You don't just go about and buy guns, because they won't just sell you that guns. Do you know that? You have people in authority who can use the name of Nigeria to order guns, order weapons everywhere, all over the world in the name of Nigeria. Then they open the armory up for the terrorists to walk in and take them. And when the terrorists take those weapons, they go about there, they kidnap people, attack villages, kill people as they wish. That's different from you who are being attacked that want to go out there and say, please, we need to buy weapons. They will ask you, you need the license of your government. You need this approval, you need that. Or you turn to gun runner too, which is actually the way out at the end of the day. But there are other ways too. Let us buy weapons. Yes, you can buy weapons, but how many weapons do you think you can manage to buy and smuggle to Nigeria to defend yourself against a country that is ordering for Tucano jets that can bomb and level villages in minutes? How many weapons do you think you can buy? But there are strategies where you can make sure they never lay their hands on such weapons, or they get an embargo that will never make them use those weapons. Yes, it's a long shot, but it's also part of how to fight a terrible regime like this. Strategy. You may turn it to guerrilla war. Guerrilla war never ends. It never really favors anybody. It just makes it a messy situation even pretty much messier. That's what it does. Disrupt lives, disrupt everything, make it even worse. But there are other ways, strategies like that. Some said the Niger Deltans have not really made up their mind. If they've made up their mind to leave Nigeria, truly, they know what to do. They should just shut the pipeline and blah, 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 blah. That's an extreme strategy. Or some people will say, at least, yes, it can be a very good one, but it's an extreme one. But there are other ones where you can dismantle criminals little by little, and they will know you are dismantling them. Do you know why they didn't just kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya? Because they know of how much of the strings is managed to pull. Many of these strings that he pulled, they have pulled the nerves and the lifeline of Nigeria behind the scene more than what they will make you understand. The effects, as Nigerians continue to spend billions of your own money to lobby in America, to lobby them in the UK, the powers that be here and there, for them to ignore the genocide, the killings in Nigeria. The Biafrans are using their money, raising their fund to also hire lobbyists in America to tell the truth about what is going on in Biafra land. Just as many of them are also raising money, a lot of it, to help those who volunteer to go into the trenches and face those marauders, while others continue to tell them, please don't sell them anything. Please, we want you to, in fact, invite this, invite that, invite this, invite that. These are murderers. They shouldn't be walking free. Yes, it may take forever. It is not like the that they are created, their own created their unknown gunmen. They created unknown gunmen. That sort of elated many of you then who felt like, well, we didn't have power to fight them. It'd be like some people are already fighting them for us, shooting police, killing police, and taking their guns. Those were Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram terrorists working for the DSS in eastern Nigeria. And I'm glad that many people have now realized that, oh boy, there's nothing like unknown gunmen. Oh, they are the DSS people, criminals, working for the politicians, DSS people, going about whenever they really want to set an agenda that will prompt your governors to say, okay, yeah, the military can come in now. What the unknown government did in Aba yesterday is so unbelievable. Let the military come now. When the military come, they won't see any unknown gunmen since they said they are unknown gunmen. Then they will start going into people's homes, inside their houses. They will start killing them. And they will start arresting young people. They will parade them. Say, we found some unknown gunmen. They are IPOB members. I'm glad that many of you are detaching yourselves from this. But the point here is that as much as people wanted to say, let's go out there, look, let's go and do pack, others believe that there is more to be done. You can dismantle them. You can disarm Nigeria in the hands of these terrorists. Do not be deceived. The terrorists in government in Nigeria, they protect other terrorists. It is obvious. That is why terrorists in Nigeria will get pardoned. And activists who speak against such crime are being hauled into different prisons, and they are being locked up on trumped up charges, accused of anything. So the reason why they couldn't kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was because they know he is no longer just one person. He is not just like Maiyegun. There is more to this. There is more to the social media messages of this guy, which triggered them in the first place. They couldn't kill him. Strategy. And that is why now that they know that people are going to come out on the 14th of September, en masse, 1 million man march. I mean, let's make it count. I live far away from America, and I really do wish I'm so, you know what I mean, like, not walking, just so free that I could do whatever I want anytime I want. I would love to fly to New York to be part of that. It's going to be historic. But the fact that we have many of us who have already booked the flights from here in Europe to attend, let the message be loud and clear. Let the unity be seen. NINAS includes the people of the Middle Belt. This is not going down well with them in Abuja. Because according to them, you know that Aminat Mohammed, are you with me? Aminat Mohammed, I think that's her name. The one that is the Nigeria permanent representative to the United Nations General Assembly. Amina, she is there doing the work of the Fulani hegemony in Nigeria, covering up all the killings and the murderous stuff, preaching and telling the rest of the world that whatever you read about Nigeria is not completely true. In fact, to them, those who are asking for self-determination are more dangerous than the Boko Haram terrorists, killing and kidnapping innocent people, selling off kids and, doing all manner of this crime daily, non-stop. They believe that they were brainwashed. That's the message the likes of Amina continue to tell the rest of the world. And you know that Gambari, that man from Kwara, the one that tried to cover up the killing of Ken Sarowiwa, that went about to accuse Ken Saro-Wiwa of plotting to overthrow government of Abacha, and that was why he had to be killed. That, and the rest of that, they killed the Ogoni 7, you remember? It was the same Gambari. He's an old man now. He's now the one who replaced Abba Kyari. Abba Kyari, your former de facto president, the one ruling on behalf of Bukwari when Bukwari was a vegetable from 2016. Gambari worked in the United Nations for years. They call him Ambassador Gambari or Secretary Gambari. I don't know. So Gambari is now the chief of staff to Bukwari. Amino is now the person representing Nigeria at the United Nations, and the agenda is the same. Gambari will have the opportunity to speak in one of those caucuses or those meetings at the Younger, meeting people, meeting world leaders, making different presentations and here and there for the whole week. But that's not why they are there. They were there. They are going to be there to tell the whole world that Nigeria is united. But if the message outside is different, the people are not going to be blind. New York is a busy place. I'm told. And I believe that if you have over 200,000 to up to 500,000 people from all over America, you and your family, your friends, everybody go there with your flag, your Biafran flag, your Yoruba Nation Oduduwa Nation flag, your Middle Belton flag, anything that you can go there with, go there and make up the number. There is nothing the Gambari and co will tell them inside that the message from outside will not drown. And that is why they are going. They are doing a lot to make sure that possibly you may see some people who are also going to come out to say they are in support of Nigeria for that day. You haven't seen them yet. But since Gambari and co will be in New York, they are likely going to be able to see people they will pay the usual $100 if they ever give them up to that $50, $100, or $200. I don't know. They will be managed to gather some people with their one Nigeria chant for that day as well, or within that week. But let the message be loud and clear. The word is not blind. Broadcast it and let us do. You know what I mean? It's not in Washington, D.C., by the way. It's going to be in New York. That's the headquarters of, let me give you the poster again, okay? Where is it there? Yeah. See, that's the address if you are attending. And if you need to contact people, okay? If you need to contact people we're in charge, that's a Yoruba Nation Global Directorate. If you need to speak to anybody to direct you, details of the meeting, where to meet, how to access your own souvenirs, if you want to contribute to, raising funds for them in every other way, you can reach out to them in all this information. They are legit. Okay. And that will be, what they plan to do is going to be from the 14th of September. Okay. Now you can see this now, right? From the 14th of September in that New York, the United Nations, what do you call it? The United Nations General Assembly meeting will start on the 14th. And it's going to run till the 21st of September. There will still be some other nations left back for another week. You get what I mean now? Trying to tidy up bilateral agreement, this and that, but the real meeting will end on the 21st of September. Okay? But the mega rally, the rally will start on the 14th. And it's going to be every day, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if you don't make it on the first day, you can make it the second day. It's going to be like a 16 days daily sit out. Do you get that now? It's not a waste of time, as some people will say. Okay? Like I said, we love it when people are doing something, not when we assume, and then we want probably them to do it differently. Okay? Just like somebody who said, well, people would do say, all we do is talk. We talk too much. I said, but if you think people are talking too much, how come you haven't put together your own army and do exactly what you want those who are talking too much, what you want them to do. You get what I mean now? So that's my own answer to people like that. So I love it when people are doing something. It is better than nothing. And this is one of them. It is actually huge that Nigeria will be spending millions of your money, if not billions, to hire people to come and wear green, white, green on that day, to come and say they love Nigeria. And who no go love Nigeria from abroad? You, if you are watching me from Nigeria right now, say if they give you Canada visa, where you have a good job, probably you've managed, I'm saying it now, let's say you are not in Nigeria. Okay, just imagine it for a second. Right there in that your room in Lagos, where you are watching me right now. Now, just think about this for a second. That you are not in Lagos. You are not in that your room in Nigeria. You are actually watching me from Canada, where you just came back from work. And just came back into your own house. You drove in your own car. You have a very beautiful family. Your children are probably in bed. This is you watching Maiyegun, relaxing. Because you are going to be back to work tomorrow. Money is not your problem. Security is not your problem. Job is not really your problem. I mean, you're just worried about other people. Now you are not in there. Sure, you no go love Nigeria if you want to. I'm not talking about after you jumping from Okada to Danfo, which is normal. Ozu na Ozu, okay? Then at the end of the day, you escape from SARS. You get home, no light. You have to go back there and carry jerrycan to go and buy petrol. Now you go to the petrol station. They said, well, Baba, it don't change on 170. Then you check your pocket, Baba. That time you are jumping down for here and there. You know, say wallet don't loss. Now you have to find your way, or better still, just manage the battery on your phone for the night so that when you get back to work tomorrow, for you that has work, or for those of you who have work. Now, in all of that, somebody is now asking you that you should love Nigeria. Tell me, between you and somebody like that, who is better to love Nigeria? So you will see many of them. I love my country. I love Nigeria. Nigeria is not there yet. We know that the whole thing is not. It's because of this. It's because there are those who are pointing fingers. The Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, the Mumu Madus. They live abroad. Okay, so they love Nigeria from abroad. If not you, won't you love Nigeria from abroad? Won't you love to love Nigeria from abroad? Patriotic Nigeria from America. You can just sit and say, man, I just made this new dress. The dress, is green, white, green. I'm going to wear it on October 1st, Nigeria Independence Day. Hi, I'm wearing it to work. My colleagues are going to be, they're going to be blushing. They know I'm a Nigerian, and it's our independence. I love my country. Only yeah. I like Lojuti. Who no go love Nigeria from abroad? We all love Nigeria from abroad. So where are you from? That used to be fun anyway. They say, where are you from? I say, oh, I'm from Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria. Oh, I have this, I have this co-worker. She was from Nigeria. Her name is Lola. She's so amazing. She's so lovely. And you'll be like, then the story will change again. They'll be like, but lately Nigeria news from there, corruption, Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen killing people, kidnapping, and then you become immediately you'll be like, no. Mark, no. See, I am from Western Nigeria, West. That place, there's no Boko Haram. There's, Lagos. Say, yeah, I've heard of Lagos. Oh, Lagos, beautiful. No Boko Haram. Say, but you are from Nigeria just 5 minutes ago. Now that they are asking you about, well, they told you about Lola, they told you about Chinwe, they told you about a few of them that they've worked with. And say, they have, they say, but they say Nigeria, people, poverty, corruption, bad people, Boko Haram. And then immediately you're like, your brain will just be like, no, I'm not that Nigerian. I'm not that kind of Nigerian. I am from the West. Then our Biafran brothers will just spark like that. Say, no, one name. Brother, no. I am from Biafra. Biafra land, the land of the rising sun. We are not part of Nigeria at all. Say, okay. Do you get what I'm trying to say now? So you can love Nigeria from abroad. You say, look at that guy. He scored 5.3 in his university score, blah, 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 blah. And they are like, he is the best. And he is from Nigeria. The first black man to break that record in that school. So Nigerians are greatly read. And until you meet them properly, then you will know that they will tell you, no. Yes, Nigeria passport, but no, me, not from Nigeria. They mentioned, let them know the true Nigerian. And somebody said they should describe the language of Nigeria. What is Nigerian's language? What is Nigerian culture? What is Nigerian tradition? They said we have many. So nobody will not feel love Nigeria from abroad, including you watching me right now, that you wish that those who sit abroad turn on the camera. They are looking fresh, looking good. Not because they are working harder than you, but because they are in a place that the opportunity is there. If you deserve it, work for it. But in Nigeria, where you are doing almost the same thing, they say your reward, the heaven. I can't even imagine that. They say your reward is in heaven. You can suffer here. So how can I then sit down and tell you that Rome was not built in a day? Imagine me sitting down here, that I know that my job is there, my other earnings are there. They can at least ensure that I don't go to bed hungry. They can guarantee that nobody in my family will ever go to bed hungry, except if they choose to fast and pray, as people would love to do voluntarily. So how can I then, and if anything happens to me, I had to stay off work for some days now because I'm not feeling too well. And I was worried. And I decided to phone a doctor because I can talk to a doctor anytime I want. So I went to see a doctor and they were checking me today. They're checking everything. I told him, I said, I have this chest pain and all of that. I said, should I go get a heart attack? Because I'm thinking I'm probably going to get an heart attack and all of that. I said, come on. Don't worry. Number one, your breathing and everything is fine. You're fine. But you have this, I will tell you. They say, ligament joint something with my ribs and my whatever. If you're doctors, they just said, now something will be said they go treat them and it will go. And it has nothing to do with my, even a heart and being a kidney or anything. No. But that was a relief that I didn't have to go and withdraw money to go and see a doctor for. And right there, they prescribed me my drug that I'm going to use for the next 2 weeks. I should stay off work, get some rest, more rest. And I'm going to get I'm going to get an X-ray that is going to scan me, do all of that. I've been dying to have that. You won't believe it. I mean, I am somebody who feels like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to know what is going to kill me. Somebody who will know that. And you know what I mean? No joke, because I'm in a system that doesn't have to make me feel like it is not important until it is too late, because it will cost me more, and my savings, my earning, my everything can never guarantee that I will be able to have that information ever. I've been dying. Put me under machine. I want to see my chest. I want to see my bone. I want to see my body. I want to see my brain. You know, my health care in the UK is not free. I pay for it. If you're like me, who actually pay, we didn't get all the privilege that some people will tell you, probably make you imagine that you can have if you marry Onyibo. They say, go and marry Onyibo, your life don't settle. Ask some of us who actually have Onyibo partners. They will tell you, if you want your life to be settled, then you must be a very, very hardworking young man. You don't depend on anybody. But despite the fact that I earn so much enough to take care of my family that I don't have to depend on anybody enough, is simply because I don't have to save money for, what do you call it? I don't have to save any money in case if I have health emergency. If I get cancer today, somebody said, God forbid, Maiyegun, God forbid, don't wish it on yourself. I say, oh, come on, calm down. We are all adults here, right? Trying to educate ourselves about life now, okay? Even if I get cancer, all they have to do is to tell me when I'm going to resume my chemo, when I'm going to resume this, when they are going to try that, how the development is going to be. Apart from the fact that my work will pay my insurance on anything about my health, NHS in the UK here, which I pay for every now and then, every time you have to renew your visa, your residence stay and all of you, right? You have to pay what is called NHS surcharge. So the Ijebu in me, every time I pay that money, I'm always like, I don't fall sick. I know the best medicine, the best of my own medicine is ibuprofen. That's the strong one. If I'm feeling like I just went to go and play football and all my joints are aching me, I pick on ibuprofen or paracetamol. That's my best medicine. So I don't go to the hospital. I don't do anything. So every time I spend that money, my mind is telling me that before the end of this year, why can't they just put me inside machine and just read everything about me, my brain, my everything, so I can feel like I'm spending my money? So the bottom line is this. I saw a doctor today and he said, you know what? We're going to do an x-ray for you. They're going to call you from the hospital. They're going to give you an appointment. But for now, you need to take some rest more. I said, rest. Rest serve na job. I go rest. That is what Bokwari have to steal your money. That is what the rest of those criminals in Nigeria have to steal your money. Change your money to pound sterling and fly down here. They will buy plane tickets and fly down to the UK to come and talk to a doctor. I get one for the side of my house here. Now from there, they will take me to the bigger hospital where they will make me face machine. And I will say, that's my 1,200 pounds talking. Say, doctor, check here. I get one here. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be a real drama king. Put me inside there. I want to see my chest. I want to see my neck. I want to see my bones. Show me everything. I paid for it. Every penny of it. So if anything happens to me, if anything happens to my family members, as long as they are here in the UK, as long as I am, even if I'm not working, but the fact that I'm working, I have a lot of privileges. I have to say this. And it is not because I come from a rich family. It's not because I belong to any special cabal from Nigeria. It is simply because I am living in the UK and I'm working in the UK. I am a taxpayer in the UK. And I don't have to sit down here and start telling you how much I love Nigeria from the UK when I'm paying the bill, school fees, hospital bill, somebody will break a bone, somebody will break a neck, somebody will break finger, or somebody will swallow remote control. Everybody needs something that you can easily get help for if it was a working country without knowing anybody. Just imagine you walking and then you have to beg when you come into any crisis. See, somebody just call me Ijebuari or something now. See, me will not fight. Oh. If you let people hear that you call me that, now they will begin to call me that. Now you just called me that. Ijebuari. Doesn't even make sense. Don't call me that. Call me Maiyegun General. Oh dear. But what I'm trying to say here is this, primarily. Nigeria is at a stage whereby you can live in denial for as long as you want, okay? But it is very obvious, right, that the fake unity won't work, okay? And as long as so many of these disjointed arrangements is being patched there, the message of fear, the spread of fear, and the rest of that always, can make them stay a while, but it won't be for long. You see those who are helping us to tell the whole world that, listen, this is going on in Nigeria. You cannot let this continue to happen. There are characters who are actually doing all of this. There are people behind this. We have their names, and we want you to chase them. You see, Nigeria won't protect them forever. You get what I mean now? Nigeria won't protect them forever. But if we keep quiet and wait for it to pass out, it will pass out. So with our memories and our own understanding of it will also phase out, because events happens every day and people get to feel like some of you, we are going to tell you to face the world soon. I'll tell you, you very stubborn people, you should face the world. We just corrected somebody from calling me Ijebuari. You are saying Maiyegun. All these things, you don't come back to your teacher and start using the same coinage. You know that all this coinage, they have their own different definitions and meaning. But when you go out and change them, you are miseducating yourselves. Don't call me Maiyegun. We don't care anything really in, what do you call it? Anyway. But that's just on the side. Laya Muhammad. Just to let you know that all this we do may not make them feel comfortable. We are not meant to make them feel comfortable. Some of them may be so kind of slow to your likings and all of that, right? But let me tell you something. They are effective. Just same way they sit at some of the IPOB in the Eastern Nigeria. It's like somebody will be say, they just feel like, okay, we're not going to do anything. We're there out there with our flags, our banners, and our everything, telling the whole world that we want Biafra. You were killing us. You killed many of us. We decided to continue our meetings without doing any street protest or anything anymore. You still came to our meetings, our meeting places, and you killed us. We suspended our meetings and we decided to go on to the online protest, whereby our brothers and sisters from outside Biafra land can stage the protest and continue to tell the whole world of our own plight. You set us up with another unknown gunman. When that didn't work well for you, you moved in your tank, you moved in your soldiers, you moved in your killers, and you continue to kill us. You get what I mean now? But despite all of this, we'd rather not just do anything anymore. Then we just sit in our houses. Now they sat in their houses and people are still getting constipation. You are still seeing people with the shit for body for everywhere. Threatening here and there. Like say they are seeing ghosts of the IPOB on the streets. There are effective ways that are not violent ways. Your message are not going to be lost. They are going to be loud and clear. But for now, we don't have them as coordinated messages. We have them in pieces here and there. People are picking up pieces of their own information. Yeah. If you see this one, it will tell you eloquently about the Yoruba nation, Yoruba struggle. If you see the other person, it will speak to you a lot about the Biafran struggle, clearly, brilliantly, right? But there's something missing. The cohesion, the collaboration, the what do you call it? The unity of purpose. I like using that word. Unity of purpose. What is your purpose? Our purpose is to have a self-determination, a self-ruled territory, which is already ours. We are not negotiating for it. We just want to be out of the current one they trapped us in, which we were never part of the negotiation for as well. Unity of purpose. How do we get out of this? What would be the united united and coordinated, sorry, what would be the coordinated and united attack tool? But for now, we're having them in pieces, which is not bad. It's better than doing nothing. I said I was going to take calls last night, but it was too late. So I'm going to take calls tonight. Okay. And before I do that, to my friends who are watching me on YouTube, to my friends on Facebook, if you haven't really shared this video, you can share it now. And then before I start taking calls, someone sent me this clip and I thought I should share it with you.
If in my state, as a Borno indigene, I cannot go and grab any land anyhow, I must buy it. Then why is it that a particular people in this country are the ones troubling us? 95% of the trouble today are Fulani headsmen. Watch this video. Just watch them. See them. Over 200 motorcycles. Where does them? Look at them. This is on the plateau. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Just keep looking. This thing is all over Nigeria now. They are gathering themselves in different forests. They want to take over Nigeria against 2022, but that shall not happen at all.
Look at Thank you very much. Hey, amen. By the way, I hope you said your own amen. Meanwhile, you can give me that thumb up under that broadcast if you're watching on YouTube, by the way. I have my first caller. I hope I still have you on the line, sir. Hello.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hi, the General.
Hello, sir. How are you tonight?
Yes, my name is Reverend David Ibiayo. I've called you before, Church of England priest.
Oh, amazing. Reverend, did you say Reverend Ibiayo?
Ibiayo, I-B-I-A-Y-O.
Ibiayo, fantastic. It's a pleasure hearing from you. You are my first caller, sir. You have the floor.
You know what?
Sir.
Honestly, you see, how do you speak about Nigerians? Nigerians are great, Nigerians are this. I just want to speak about you, and I think it's important your listeners tune into what I'm about to say. Because I've listened to you and you've told us many things. And it's giving us a picture about where you are coming from. Because, people will be wondering, how come this general has so much content? Night after night, night after night, night after night. It's unusual. Something hours, YouTube, they give you 2 minutes clip, 3 minutes clip, but you're consistent. And I want your viewers to remember when you were speaking and you spoke about your name, the meaning Maiyegun, someone who makes the world right.
That's right.
And you spoke about the fact that you've been in different faiths. So when you speak about faith, people might misunderstand you. But you're just trying to say to people look, you know what? I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And your name, and that's why I keep saying to people, when they want to knock the Yoruba culture, we were saying Eledumare. We used to say Eledumare before people came to meet us. And there's this thing about the Almighty God, that it gives people gifts. And I would like to believe that you are one of the people. Because it's not normal. It's not normal, it's unusual. For someone to come up with so much content to open people's eyes, to make people have in short, the way you speak in a very eloquent way, in a balanced way, in a measured way, you speak to people like you're saying. You're just giving information, and the information you're giving is making people rethink and say, hold on, no, this guy is not fighting anybody. He's just giving information. And I think your name encapsulates it.
Thank you.
So the point I'm trying to make is that we as Nigerians, or we who come from that part of the world, we have to ask ourselves, if Maiyegun is this diligent, why is he diligent? Why is he this diligent? What is it about him that we can learn and replicate in our own space? Because remember, you spoke about the fact people say you're talking. And I like what you say. Let them go and do what they want to do.
At least.
You are giving information. And honestly, like I'm saying, we who are listening to you,
thank you.
You've done, I don't know. We've prayed for you. People have given you gifts. But I'm telling you, he still will remember you. Without a shadow of a doubt, he still will remember you.
I remember that.
Because
too.
why? We
Thank
need
you.
people who are resolute and people who are consistent.
That is the word, consistency. You said something about content. Nigeria is a content on its own. You just have to take your time and see if you could possibly relate it or share this with people who already know anyway. Share it with them in a different way, give it a different life of its own. Maybe you can get them thinking. And I think I've managed to do that over time, haven't I?
No, you have. Because see, when I first started listening to you, I like the fact that you opened my eyes to Nigerian politics. And you're thinking, really, so these things are happening. And then you take it deeper. You talk about the past president. You take us on a journey that people are enlightened. And people start to ask themselves questions. Hold on, what is this Nigeria about? Yes, we say we love Nigeria, but what do we love? Is it the suffering and smiling? Like you just spoke about the NHS, the service you get. And people have to pay probably, maybe how much, 100,000 for oxygen? I remember a friend of mine, his wife had to go to hospital. They say to be on, first come, first serve. You want a separate room, pay a million naira. I'm thinking, where do they get all this money from? You now see why people have high blood pressure. People have to do anything to get money. And people are not concerned about their neighbors. So let me just say to you, honestly,
I know.
it's just to remind your listeners, people who are listening to you, to ask themselves, why is Maiyegun like this? His name, your name is why you're like that. The Yorubas used to say, how do they say it again? In Yoruba, when they say that, in other words, your name will, you will go with your name. Your name, Omar Tomwe, in other words, you will live up to your name.
Oh, only live up to, yeah. You see,
you live up to your name, and I'm telling you, the fact that you're Maiyegun, it just confirms it.
Thank you, Baba.
It just confirms the fact that you do not digress.
Thank you.
And like others have prayed for you, I'm wishing you well, your family, your loved ones, your health and everything. But the fact that your measured approach, and of course, people are not realizing in the sense that you also have passion. You see, and you speak about ethics. People say, umbu. Not that you speak about ethics and you explain why you're taking a certain approach. So you're carrying everybody along. So what I'm saying to you in the sense that, yes, I'm saying it to you, but everybody who is listening to you, why is Maiyegun the way he is? And how can we replicate some of what he's doing, or his approach to our everyday life? Imagine if every Nigerian was on Maiyegun. In short, now, you should be our Minister of Information, honestly.
Well,
because the information you've given us,
people to be like that.
You have the information you've given us, honestly, it's just outstanding.
Thank you.
People will say, where did this guy come from? That's what people normally say. Where did this guy come from?
Thank you so much, Bishop. Right? Let me take another call.
I'll just say we thank God for you.
Thank you.
We thank God for you.
Thank you.
That's what I say.
Thank you so much.
All the best, eh?
You too.
God bless.
And you have a good one.
Bye for now.
Thank you very much. I always remember Mommy Wajumoke, but Bishop is another person on the horizon now. I won't forget. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun.
Hello,
good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Yes. I'm very fine, sir. So I would like to use this platform to appreciate you. You're a legend, sir.
Oh, thank you.
I hope to meet you someday.
Thank you.
And I would also like to tell Nigerians what I call heaven's candidates. Heaven that we believe. It's not going to be how many times we went to church or how many times we paid offering, but how many times we did the good thing when we had the opportunity.
That's right.
We've been selling our beautiful freedom and destiny for cheap votes. When it comes to election, people sell their votes at the expense of their unborn generation. Right. And I believe God has raised his young army to stop this nonsense. Africa will be great, and it's a responsibility of every black man to make Africa great. Not just saying it, but doing it. And lastly, sir, this situation has brought unity between the Igbos and the Yorubas. These are two beautiful nations. Today, it's a dream, but we will do everything to make this a reality. God bless you, Maiyegun. Thank you, sir.
You too. You didn't tell us your name, but man, but that was a very great one from my last caller. However, I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, ma.
Hello. Hello, Maiyegun General.
Yes, ma.
I'm so happy to get you.
I'm so happy to get
one
you
of
too.
the silent listeners.
Okay.
So I just calling you to say, and I call because I want to pray for you, because you said, because my mind is everywhere when you said you have to speak to the doctor and your chest is paining, and there's too much stuff going on, and you put everything in your mind and everything is all over you. So we are so proud of you, because I'm not going to lie to you, Maiyegun. I'm one of the Buhari deans before, but it's like you open my mind, and I'm seeing things the way it is now. Before, even my son, we sing your son. Even if I'm angry, he will say, "Maiyegun, don't come." He knows the love, and So I love you so much that even I want jealous. I don't care. So I want to pray for you, Maiyegun. I'm a Muslim.
Please.
Yeah, permit me, please.
Please.
Yeah. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Amen.
Allahumma ya hayyu ya qayyum ya dafi'u ya qahhar.
Amen.
Ikihamon haradani biduri bikorika. Ya mon akraja hadama mina jannati waradaw. Wa ya mon jalada limustawa najaw. Wa ya mon rafa isa ila samoi. Wa ya mon naja nu mo itufani no jini. Wa ya mon salamon ibrahim min nori lamrud. Salimni wa salimno min kulli lifazi wali huzni wali hami wali gami wa duri wa shari wali fakri wali moradi wa min kulli dishari wa min jay musaibi dunya wal akhirah ya haryamu rahim wa ya monakraja yusufa binga ya batili jumbi wa sayana muhammin bismillah bi mosha wa sakurisi samawati walaila wala yaudu fisuma wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-azim. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-azim. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-azim. Wa subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ìṣọ́ Ọlọ́run tó dájú, ààbò Ọlọ́run tó dájú, Ọlọ́run ní ká lára yín. Ọlọ́run wá fi àlàáfíà sí gbogbo oríkèéríkèé ara yín. Àánú ẹ ó jẹ́ ara, iṣan ara, omi ara, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa gba ìtúsílẹ̀. Ìkọ̀kan náà àgọ́ ara yín ò ní go lédè yín. Ẹ ní ṣàárẹ̀, because Maiyegun nǹkan kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe Maiyegun o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run bọ́lọ́run ṣe máa ṣe nìyẹn. Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Ma, you need to tell me your name. I mean, you need to tell me your name.
Sultan! Let my son say hello to you, Maiyegun.
Should I just say Mommy Sultan? Hi, Sultan. How are you?
Sultan!
Is he in bed already?
Maiyegun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sultan, how are you?
So
look at the screen. Check Mommy's screen. Check Mommy's screen. You are talking to Maiyegun.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Thank you so much, Maiyegun.
You are very welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma. You stay safe, man. Say hi to the boss there. Tell him not to be jealous. We are all fine. Thank you, ma.
All right. Bye.
Wow, that's refreshing again. Thank you so much, everyone, for that. I have another caller. Hello, can you hear me? Just a sec.
Hello?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me, sir?
Kaka. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me too?
Very clearly, sir.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. Mo ní kàkà kó rẹ bàbá àmúrẹ̀ rodò wá lọ fi àrọ́ fi sọmọ ẹja lẹ̀.
gbéra ni ẹ̀dá.
Kò sí kú lójú bàbá jọ.
Nígbà tí mo wà ní kékeré, ó ní bàbá kan ní abúlé wa lódò Ògbólú. Bàbá yẹn pè mí ńjọ́ kan, mi ò ní gbàgbé. Bàbá yẹn ní ṣé yìí. Ṣé orí máa sọ rẹ̀wẹ̀ kẹ́ máa sọ nígbàkúgbà rí o bá rí 3-4 dédé náà ó fẹ́ dúdú. Wàá fọ́ ikú mi ṣe ní ó dọ̀la. Kò bá tún dọ̀la.
Tó bá tún dọ̀la tún dọ̀la.
Kò bá dọ̀la.
Tó bá tún dọ̀la tún dọ̀la.
Àfọ̀la.
Bó ṣe jẹ́ ni ẹ̀. Lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ ìdùnnú rẹ̀. Kò sí wàhálà bàbá.
Thank you.
I would just say that I should just call it just to mark the roster today.
But suddenly, people just didn't want to mention their names. That's so unusual as well. Come on. This is Bobola. I wanted you to say it because you know one thing. It would be like it's like Maiyegun has his friends calling in tonight to just wish him well. Suddenly, thank you so much. Sir.
This is Bobola.
Thank you. So
much. You're welcome.
Do you have anything to add to what we have discussed tonight at all, or like you said, just to mark the register?
Well, we've been saying it with what we just hope on God that all will be well with us. And then people should not relent.
Mm-hmm.
We should not relent and then just keep up the flame, what do you call it, honey. So,